Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your glutton Matt, having some Burger King today. So I got a little bit of everything from BK. I got a triple whopper with bacon and cheese, two of their big fish, one spicy, one normal, because I haven't tried that yet before, and their new Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich that they have here in Canada, along with some jalapeno cheesy bites, nuggets, onion rings, and a couple of their apple turnovers. Let's get started because there's a lot here. I think I'm gonna go with the Whopper, of course, first. One of my favorite things. So this time I'm getting bacon and cheese on it, like I said, which I've never done before. But there we go. I mean, it's going to be messy. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show you all that. Before I forget, I have to give a shout out to Jackson for the BK crown. He got that for me. Because when I really wanted a BK crown, when I knew he could get one for me, I was like, I have to have a BK crown for my next BK video. So thank you very much for that, Jackson. Let's have some of these onion rings now. I got some zesty and some honey mustard sauce here. For anyone who really likes Whoppers, is it still a Whopper if you add bacon and cheese? I feel like that's sort of like the Big Mac thing where they say, is it still a Big Mac if you add bacon? And if so, what do you like more? Do you just like the original more? Or do you think the bacon and cheese makes it better? I think that's really good. Super messy though. Okay, some of these jalapeno cheesy bites. I love me some jalapenos. I need to eat most of them right away so they don't cool down. Not quite as good when they cool down. There we go. I really hope this sandwich is worth it, that it's actually good, because I was supposed to get that free, but I ended up having to pay for it. So I ordered through the app, and you're supposed to get a free Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich with at least $1 or more payment on the app. And so I added it to my cart and paid for it and everything. Well, I didn't pay for it, but I paid for the meal. Went down to Burger King, picked it up and all that. Got out to my car. Decided to open it up just to make sure everything was there. And lo and behold, my Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich was not in the bags. So you can believe I went right back around in there. I don't know what he said. He was giving some sort of excuse. It sounded like he was talking out of his ass, pardon my language. But he was like giving me a runaround or something, like they can't see the mobile app stuff on their screens in the restaurant or something. And I was just like, whatever. Like, either they don't see the promos, so you still have to physically add the item to your cart or something. I'm not sure what he was trying to say. But I did add the promo to the cart. So it was in there, I said free sandwich with mobile order of $1 or more. But they just ended up not giving it to me. I don't know, they say they don't see it or something. So I ended up having to spend an extra $7 for that. This meal cost me $7 more, so I really hope it's worth it. Let's go with this. I'm not sure which one's which, but I think spicy big fish. Either that's the normal one or it's not very spicy. Let's get into some of these nuggets now. But yeah, always, I mean, I don't know. I had problems for a little while with fast food restaurants. But I didn't seem to for a little while. When I was ordering like A&W and stuff. Maybe A&W is just better for it. Not messing up your order. Though that's the first time I really had a problem with Burger King. I shouldn't say it's an actual problem. Maybe the guy was telling the truth. Who knows? You never know, right? Once again, excuse me. Once again, though, that pretty much added at least 20 minutes onto my trip that the food was sitting in before I could eat it. But between the time picking it up, walking back to my car, getting in my car, checking the food, checking the bags for the food, realizing my Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich wasn't there, walking back into the restaurant, ordering it, waiting for them to make it, then getting it, and going back to my car and driving back home. Just more time, my food's cooling down and all that. I see Slim walking around, but I don't know if he's going to join us today. Okay, what do I want to go on to next? Let's just have some of these jalapeno cheesy bites. Oh, I see Slim coming over. Maybe I'll get a glimpse of him after all. Where are you? He's sniffing my BK wrappers right now. Oh, there he is. Oh, I have sauce all over my hands though. Where are you? There you are. You want some treats? Let's go over here. There's Slim. See, he seems to be showing up more and more often now in videos. Like I say, I might have to bring his cat tree back. Maybe he'll sit on there and watch me for some videos from now on. Who knows? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a good burp right there. Okay, let's have this Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich and hope it's good. I can't comment on how good of a Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich it's going to be because I'm not a real big expert. I haven't had a lot of those in my lifetime. I think I've only had Nashville Hot Chicken once. My Frankie's Hot video. That was the only time. Okay. It's pretty hot. What you leaving for, Slim? Why don't you just come sit here? He didn't even finish 2 of his treats. You only still got 2 treats there, right? Why don't you go in there and lay down? Lay down. Or sit there so everyone can see you for a while. Okay, this is good. This is really good. It's actually hot. Okay. Okay, if I put this over here, will you sniff it over there? He just keeps sniffing my wrappers. He seems really interested in those. You like Burger King? Hey, Slim. Look at. You want some Burger King? No? I don't know what he's doing. He's just doing his own thing. take some wrappers and throw them away. He might sniff them and stuff. Oh my god. I knew that was a mistake touching them while I eat. Your fur is everywhere. Everywhere. And I've been combing him all the time too. With like his fine tooth comb or whatever you call it. I don't know. Out back. I've like been taking a lot of fur off him too, and he still keeps shedding tons of fur. I mean, I'm sure he won't stop all summer. Okay, so as far as like I said, I can't comment on how good of a Nashville hot chicken sandwich it is, but as far as just a spicy hot chicken sandwich, that was actually really, really good. Though I don't know, $7 is kind of, I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. But I was really hoping for it to be free. It turned into like a 30, so it would have been $34 meal, which is like pretty cheap for, like that's cheap for these meals. Usually my meals go to like 50 or more. But it turned out from it would have been 34 if I'd got it for free. And it turned out to be like 40 something, like, 41 plus. Oh well. Okay. I'm gonna finish off these jalapeno cheesy bites before they're too cold. And I think I'm gonna finish off these onion rings. Not the crispiest onion rings I've ever had. No, it's not really their fault. I mean, kind of is, kind of isn't. Just the time it took to take them home. And you can't reheat onion rings, right? I mean, you could in the oven. But I didn't have time to waste to reheat them in the oven. So I just microwaved them. And when you just microwave something like that, it just goes soft. Okay, let's finish off this big fish. It actually, they call it a big fish, and it is actually pretty big. I think that's bigger than McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. There you go. So this is either going to be the normal one or the spicy one, whether it's spicy or not. The first one wasn't too spicy. I honestly, like, can't tell. I think this one must be the normal one. The other one was slightly spicy, but it was just like so barely spicy, I just could not tell. When I went biking earlier today, it was the first time this year that I applied some sunscreen. It was just really warm. I mean, obviously the sun's always bright when it's clear out. It just felt like that heat where it's just like you feel like the UV rays are really, really high that day. So I was like, yeah, today I gotta wear some sunscreen for sure. Otherwise, I probably just would have fried. I'm like the kind of guy that have really fair skin, especially with the freckles and all that. Ever since I was younger. My mom always drilled it into my brain. She's like, you're fair skinned with freckles. You gotta wear your sunscreen. So unlike a lot of kids, I was always pretty diligent about wearing my sunscreen. And even as I got older, when I knew a lot, like when I had my previous job, and I worked with like a lot of older guys who like didn't believe in sunscreen or something, And like they would just like in the summer they would get so dark, and I was like, I do not want. I mean, yeah, like they're just like fry, and I was like, man, that can't be good for your skin. But they'd always like chirp me about wearing sunscreen, like putting it on and stuff. I'd have to like during the summer, I'd have to reapply it like almost every break or call, like, and during the summer, like because you're working outside, you take a lot of breaks, right? Because it was so hot. But I was like applying it like almost like every half hour, because I would just like put it on and sweat it off. But I knew I needed it, so I always put it on. But yeah, even like I think my boss, he was a good guy, so no offense to him or anything. But he would chirp. He was one of the ones who would chirp me too about wearing sunscreen. And then years later, he actually ended up getting skin cancer, like just a little one. I forget where he had it, but he had it removed without any kind of problem. But I think it gave him a little bit of a scare. Because I know his son who worked with us too. I guess it's like father, like son in that sort of regard. But he would never wear sunscreen. And then after that happened to his father, he started wearing sunscreen too. It was like, yeah, it's like no joke. You should be wearing your sunscreen when you're outside. Especially if you're fair skinned like me. I've had my fair number of burns, so like I know to put my sunscreen on. Mm. 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 Last nugget. What do I want to dip it into? I'll go with the honey mustard. There we go. Let's get rid of this stuff. And have some apple turnovers for dessert. Oh my gosh. It's like stuck to the table. There we go. Oh, I'm full. Like they said, there's always room for dessert. I'm sure I'll get these down. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I was trying to talk there and I was chewing at the same time. And had nuggets just lingering in my mouth. There we go. Yeah, I've had my fair share of burns as a kid, and I remember times when I burned my face really, really bad, and I'd go to the bathroom and I'd just fill the bathroom sink, like I'd like plug it or whatever you call. So I'd fill it up with like as cold water as it could get, and I just dunk my face into the sink and hold my breath and hold it there as long as possible, because it would just like, but it feels so good on my face. Mm. There we go. Apple turnover, as Burger King likes to call it. That's decent. I think I like that more than McDonald's. Because it feels like they deep fry it. I can't really, they must, the way it is. But I know McDonald's here in Canada bakes theirs. And so I think this is a little bit better, obviously. You're going to deep fry it, it's probably going to taste better. I don't know, do that? Or do I just not know what I'm talking about? Either way, I like how it's more crispier. Mmm. Mmm. Oh man, there we go. I ended up being able to finish it all after all. I guess I did have room for dessert, as they usually say. It's usually the way it goes, at least for me. I always get full, but then when it comes to something sugary, I can always fit it in right at the end, for sure. Oh, but that was really good, but I'm really full too. Oh, yeah. Despite that little mishap with not getting my Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich free, it ended up actually being pretty good. It would have been nice to get it free, of course. It's always nice to get some free things. But it was very, very tasty, and it was decently spicy too. It was a very good spicy chicken sandwich. I can say that. Like I said, I can't comment on whether it's a good Nashville hot chicken sandwich because I don't have a lot of experience with Nashville hot chicken. But as usual, everything was really, really good. Especially like the Whopper. I think of Whoppers. Whopper's really one of my favorite things from Burger King, of course. I mean, that's their signature burger, right? Oh, excuse me. There's a burp now. I could even fit in a little bit more food. But yeah, adding the bacon and cheese to it made it really good too. I'm not sure which one I like more. I might have to do a comparison one day. A regular Whopper and a Whopper with bacon and cheese. Who knows? But I'm going to leave it at that and let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching it. Give it a like and subscribe and all that. If you aren't, check out any of my other videos because I have a whole ton of them. Well over 100. And there's going to be a lot more coming. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Until then, peace out.